J. Cole album, you know what I'm saying? Niggas is rapping, bro. Niggas is rapping. Like I said before, I talked to Top Dog about, he told me Kendrick about to hit niggas with some shit real soon and shit. So, who knows how real soon that is. But if Kendrick is working, that shit is always major. That's my little nigga. Love that nigga to death. The whole TDE, all them niggas, man, it's family. But I'm real inspired, man. Like, tonight. Like, I'm real inspired tonight. So, I was saying on the other page how, like, this song right here, my nigga Prince did this beat, and he sent it to me. And I really love the beat because it's nostalgic, you know what I'm saying? And so it makes me feel like the first time I ever went to New York when my nigga Jim Jones picked me up from the airport and just rolled me around. Nigga took me to Harlem. Nigga ain't even take me to the hotel. This nigga Jim Jones left me in a car. Nigga went in the snow and went and did this and went and did that. Like, nigga, I need to go.
What is good, YouTube world? It's Jay Coffee Talk, tapping back in with some hip-hop news. And you guys hear the game there, speaking about J. Cole's album, vibing out, saying he's rocking with the off season, which I think is a dope project as well. Hit the comments with your thoughts on the J. Cole album. But, what everyone's really talking about what Game was saying here was him speaking to Top Dog and that there's going to be a Kendrick Lamar album on the way soon. It's been way too long since the people got some Kendrick Lamar music. And quite frankly, I've been shocked by it, right? Like, comment, let me know if you guys feel the same way as well. Like, hip-hop needs another K-Dot project, no question. You know what I mean? And when you really take a look at the dates, it really surprises me. Like, wow, a lot of time passed. Kendrick has been working on other things as, the PG Lang, the media company. Some call it a mysterious company. As I really fully don't understand even now what exactly PG Lang is. There's a website out there. They got a statement about what it is, but it's still kind of not exactly clear to me. I'm looking at it as a media company. And if you guys recall, when everyone was talking about that, when that was really trending in the news, other people within TDE were like, yo, that's kind of Kendrick's thing. We really don't know what that is, and, they were also the media was also kind of running with some headlines that Kendrick may be, leaving TDE, which I don't really think so, but I guess maybe he's kind of just evolved into another place in his career. But anyways, getting back to what Game's saying here, I think that's dope. And, what a lot of people are pointing out is if anyone, outside of TDE would know if Kendrick was indeed, close to having a project complete, it would be the Game. As we know, their relationship dates way back to the Black Wall Street radio mixtape series. Side conversation, every time that gets brought up, I always got to say, why didn't the Game push Black Wall Street harder, push the artists out there? I still will never understand to this day. But, for all the hip-hop heads that, were really into the mixtape circuit, staying up on all the projects that used to come out back in that era. K-Dot, back then he was strictly going by K-Dot, was on quite a few of those projects. There's some really dope ciphers out there where on the Black Wall Street radio mixtapes where not just K-Dot, J-Rock was on there. It was good stuff. Hit the comments. Let me know if you guys were tapped into that music. And also your reaction to this news of Kendrick, possibly having a new project on the way. Well, Game sounded pretty certain about it. And real quick, before I move on to the next story that I wanted to cover, I've been, listen, I've made a lot of blogs about the Game, and I always put it out there that I'm still a fan of the Game's music. I was a bigger fan of the Game. He's done things in his career that just kind of made me, I don't know, like, I ain't trying to hate on the dude, but he's just done some odd things, but I've been making some videos lately, speaking about, and there's been a couple people that just been going off in the comments as, we know the Game retired, which he's done before, and that didn't last. And I'm wondering with this live, what he's saying here, is he going to really retire? Because he's talking about he's inspired. He's got this beat, this Prince type beat. And that's only a clip of the live. He goes on to talk more about being inspired. And it's like, yo, are you retired or what? But in these videos I've been making about Game as of recent, I've been pointing out how he really seems to be trying to do things that will get in the headlines. So blogs like what I'm doing right now and other larger platforms will pick up the story. You know, that top 10 list he put out of greatest rappers alive, naming Jay-Z at number 1. Come on, like the blogs weren't going to pick that up with everything, you know, regarding Game and Jay in the past. 50 Cent going live and rapping to many men. You know what I mean? Yeah, come on, the blogs are going to run with that. The Jake Paul stuff, you know, calling out Jake Paul, like Game's just really seemed to me that he's wanted attention lately. And like I keep saying, from everything points to that the Game needs to get back out there and get to the bag. He's hurting. We know the lawsuits hurt him. I mean, come on, guys. Like, people getting mad at me for putting out blogs saying that. But come on, guys. Like, do y'all not remember a few months ago, the whole Game fake mixtape scam got exposed? Like, that wasn't some clickbait media hype. Like, I got videos out on it. If you ain't believing me, you want to go tap into bigger platforms that you find more credible. That, like, the receipts, everything is out there. Game was hitting all these artists in the head like a motherfucker. You feel me? So here he is again. I don't know. You know what I mean? Don't be mad at me, but let me know your thoughts on everything. And moving along to the next story, Jay-Z on HBO chopping it up with LeBron. Let me know if you guys watch that show. What's it called? HBO The Shop Uninterrupted. Jay was chopping it up with LeBron James, and they had a really in-depth discussion about DMX, RIP DMX. And real quick, before we continue on, you guys know I've been counting down on the, you know, to the release of the new project. It's out. I wanted to do a live stream and react to a lot of it. I've been really busy, but I haven't done so. But comment, guys. What do you rate this album? Are you happy with it? What's your favorite tracks? I've been seeing a lot of people saying things like, you know, X wouldn't have wanted all these features. But, you know, like I keep, you know, leading up to this project, I kept speaking about his appearance on Drink Champs. He was speaking about the features. He seemed happy that he was going that route this time around, you know, and he seemed happy with who he got on the project. So I don't know. I don't buy that. But let me know your thoughts on the album. But getting back to what Jay-Z was talking about, he went on to discuss how DMX inspired him so much and almost to kind of find his identity as a rapper, as an MC when they were on the Hard Knock Life tour. And that's an iconic tour, an iconic moment in hip hop that I blogged on a few different videos on this channel. Like, that really takes me back to that era, 1999. Tap in, comment, and let me know if you guys get that nostalgic feeling like me, just thinking about back then, on all the music, on the culture, on everything that was going on back then. You know, Hard Knock Life tour, J, X, Dragon was there, Redman, Method Man, Ja Rule was there, like Beanie Siegel, everyone. Like, it was just a really dope time. I didn't get to go, but one of my friends who was there was like, yo, it was the ish ever. And you know, comment and let me know if you guys attended one of those shows. But anyways, we know they've have this competitive relationship, as we know the two battles that they had, very historical moments in hip hop. And Jay discussed that with LeBron, and also discussed about this inspiration, how the first night of the tour, it sold out. You know, everyone's packed in the arena. He said Redman and Method Man went out there, tore it down. And, you know, for all the people that did attend the Hard Knock Life tour that I've ever spoke to, all really just were like, Red and Meth live is just crazy. Remember back in that era too, they had just dropped Blackout after, you know, both respectively dropping to Cal 2000, Judgment Day, Doc's the Name 2000. Then like a year later we got Blackout. Like, man, I really miss those days, man. Sorry for just keep getting nostalgic on y'all guys. But anyways, Red and Meth go out there. You know, he says DMX goes out there and just kills it. He said X was going nuts. tearing the house down, came out his shirt, grabbing drinks out of the crowd. He said the drink looked like blood. He's drinking someone's drink. You feel me? Just having everyone go nuts. Rough Riders anthem comes on. The whole place goes to another level, another notch on the decibel meter or whatever the hell you call it on the Richter scale. And then he ends it with a prayer. As we know, X always featured on all his albums. And Jay said the DMX's prayer had the whole crowd in tears. And he said that's kind of when he really looked at it and just was so inspired and was like, man, me and X got this competitive nature relationship where we go at each other, but we got a mutual respect. But Jay just kind of was talking about how he was taken back and was like, man, I really got to find out who I am as an MC. Where do I exist? I believe is the exact words Jay-Z used. So that's a pretty interesting story, man. Let me know if you guys, your thoughts on all that. Once again, the album, the history, the new album, Exodus, the features, and once again, the history of the Hard Knock Life tour. Let's talk about it all. And, before I move on to the last story, did you ever peep, comment and let me know, guys, if coming up back during that era, right, like that I was just speaking on, when you heard about that tour, I always heard it referred to as the Hard Knock Life tour, which was Jay's album. But then, a lot of the merch said Hard Knock Life Ride or Die tour. It's kind of interesting, right? And then you guys remember on that backstage DVD where Dame Dash was spazzing on someone because the Letterman jackets that were made for the artist said Def Jam rather than Rockefeller. You feel me? I'm surprised no one from Rough Riders was bugging, or maybe they were. Maybe that was like a Dame thing though for the hard. Like he was like, nah, I want it to be called the Hard Knock Life tour, and it was advertised that way. But then, like I said, the merch, a lot of it said Hard Knock Life Ride or Die tour. I don't know. Little things I think of sometimes, I don't know. But anyways, hit the comments with your thoughts on all that. And the last story, man, MGK, as we know, he's, got Megan Fox, that's wifey. They're out riding around on the motorcycle, and paparazzi caught him getting pulled over by LAPD. And you see in the pictures, Megan Fox got her helmet on, MGK doesn't, right? But then on top of it, as he's getting hit with the ticket and all that, license, registration, all that ish, they see that MGK doesn't have the proper class of license or whatever the case may be to operate a motorcycle. So he gets slayed, and he was not too happy about it. And I feel for him, man. I've spoke on the channel before about how once you kind of get in that hole with tickets and, all that, it's hard to get out of it. There's a lot of people out here riding around with no license, suspended license, you know what I'm saying, because of tickets, whether it happened on a motorcycle, in a car, whatever the case may be. Shit, RIP DMX, we were just talking about X. I'm sure y'all know X talked about it in a lot of interviews, how he never had his license situation straight, and his privilege to drive was suspended like forever, but he was like, shit, catch me if you can. You know what I mean? He did a bit in Arizona over it. You feel me? It's wild. But comment if you're a member of the motorcycle community. Is there a lot more you have to do to get the motorcycle license? Does it differ a lot from state to state? Is your insurance crazy? What's your thoughts on all that? And I always hear a lot of motorcycle riders always say, yo, cars don't look for us. They don't look for us on the highway. And you guys don't know how dangerous y'all are to us motorcycle riders. Like to anyone who's tapped into this, who does ride a bike, do you feel that way? You know what I mean? Do you feel that the drivers are just reckless? Or do you think it's like you get in, the bikes end up in the blind spots and they don't see you? Are they not cautious enough? Like, I don't know. I want to know what you guys think. I'll say this. I've definitely been on the high, and when I say this, I'm not trying to generalize it to all motorcycle riders, right? But I've been on the highway where I've seen motorcycles going crazy down the dotted line in between rows of people weaving around. all kinds of wild ish. You feel me? So I don't know. Once again, hit the comments. Anyone from the motorcycle community, no disrespect to y'all. I just had to throw that in there. But hit the comments with your thoughts on all this. MGK got hemmed up by the LAPD. Jay reminiscing on X, RIP X, the album, the features, and Game, Kendrick, J. Cole. Let's discuss it all. Sub to the channel if you're new. Hit the notification bell. Guys, I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.